school, so be it. Whether the size, I know we've had that issue. It's going to come, it needs to come, so let it come.
Scott Kegel. I live on the Isle of Palms. I'd like to follow up on something that Rhonda said. I don't know where they think that it would be, why anyone who's opposed to the school thinks that it would be appropriate for our students to be bused somewhere else. I also don't understand who it is they have a problem with busing to the school. It's my experience that most of the students come on a bus to the school. I go to the school, I'm in the school 3 times a week, whether it be eating with my son or daughter. She hasn't let me do that yet. But if you go into Sullivan's Island Elementary School, there isn't one type of student there. They don't come from one area. They don't look one particular way. They're of all colors, races, religions, and backgrounds. And I think the anti-schoolers need to identify who the problematic students are. You know, I just feel it's ridiculous, and we need to move forward immediately.
Anybody else would like to speak? Is there anybody outside?
I'm from Mount Pleasant, 1304 Divot Court.
Can you give your name, please?
Christine Scrub. And I just want to say that I've heard people talking, even just at a Boy Scout bonfire at the beach last year, about how now that it's a magnet, we're going to have kids with guns at the school. They're children. I want whoever the opposition is to know that these are children. They're not thugs. They're not kids with drugs selling them to the kids on Sullivan's Island. And the kids in Mount Pleasant are no different than the kids on Sullivan's Island. And neither are the families. We just want the best education for our children, and that's why we're taking advantage of the magnet school, and we appreciate it, and we support it, and we donate to the fundraisers, and our children even help the test scores. And we're not failing. Like, my son's scoring in the 96th percentile. Like, we're not bringing it down. And I think some people think that because some people don't live on Sullivan's Island, that like we're less than them, and that our kids are going to bring down the average or bring down the school. But I don't think that's true. And I think that that everyone in Mount Pleasant that gets to take advantage of the school will work even harder for fundraising and for tests, because we appreciate it so much more, because it is such a special school. So I just wanted to put my...
Let me assure you, that issue has been front and center for this council. We all feel very, very strongly that having children come from all over the county will enhance the educational experience, not only for the children that come here, but for the children who are here too. So, what you said for the media, this is not the opinion of the majority of Sullivan's Island residents, and it clearly is not the opinion of the Sullivan's Island, of the majority of Sullivan's. You know, let's say all the Sullivan's Island council who are here. Anybody else from outside?
Anything else outside wants to speak?
Oh, okay. Another zip.
Adam said 1412 Thompson Avenue.
Take your hands out of your pocket.
I knew that was coming. I just wanted to say that I went to the school from 1st through 4th grade, and it was probably the 4 best years of my life. And still see a couple of my teachers who I remember sitting around the room. Half the people in here I don't recognize, wearing the blue shirts and the green shirts. It's changed, but it's changed for the better, and so I'm really a big supporter of this school.
Anybody else? Anybody outside? Another point, I apologize again, but I hear these things, maybe not everybody's engaged as we are in this thing.
Mike, will you please speak up?
Thank you. This process of building the school has been thoroughly vetted. It's been through, I think it was 8 regulatory agencies have reviewed this project, and all of them have approved it. All the way from DHAC to the Fire Marshal to the Corps of Engineers to Historic Preservation. You know, the design team, the construction team of the district, this is not their first rodeo. They know what they're doing. They've done a great job checking all the boxes. Every one of those 8 regulatory agencies have given approval for this project. So, and the comment that someone made, are there people trying to go back and contest some of these approvals? The answer is yes. So we have to stay focused. We have to stay contacted with these people, whether it's just us and the community, to let them know that, you know, we can't let that happen. We're going to let the DHACs and the OCRMs and Charleston County and the DOT and everybody else know that the community is behind the program. They don't hear from the small group of people that they represent the majority, because they don't.
Mike, one quick question. I apologize. This may have been said in the beginning. Is there a group of people that say break ground? I apologize if that's been said, but is there one person, or is there a group of people that is going to say, all right, we're done, go ahead and break ground and start? Who is that group and who is that person?
I understand the school board.
And the school board has said that, hasn't said that?
Could I
Yeah.
talk to that? What's happened is, for a lot of reasons, they've changed from a piling package to a foundation package. So it went out to re-bid, re-engineer. What's expected and hoped for is that it'll be put out to bid this month and approved, and there's a upset period, and hopefully it will be voted on October 22nd at the county school board meeting. So it's on a path, it's on a track, it's had bumps, but it's totally on track. And I believe that we have tremendous support at the county level, at the school board level. I don't think there's any doubt that there is a unilateral support for this school, except for probably 2 people, maybe 3 on there. But we have an overwhelming majority. They're waiting to act. And we have professionals here who are working on it, and they're focused, and it's definitely on track. So we feel good. There'll be more emails coming, and another meeting to attend, but that's what we're shooting for.
So it's not being held up because of this settlement?
No,
Have we held back with the what?
for this.
No.
this stuff.
Nothing been paused.
Nothing.
Right.
Right.
Is anybody else? Is it okay if I read say the first paragraph of the letter we received?
Sure.
The rest is all legal.
Speak up.
Okay, the rest is all legal. This is a letter from attorney Rutledge Young III, who says, I was recently retained to represent Jim Mariansky and Barbara Spell, 2 Sullivan Island residents, who, parentheses, along with many others, initiated the lawful process to initiate an ordinance by citizens petition a bunch of codes. Through the statutes, the General Assembly plainly intended for people to always have a voice in their local government. Under these statutes, citizens have the standing right to initiate ordinances as done in the circumstances. The Sullivan Island Town Council appears to be disregarding this statute. Then they go through 3 or 4 paragraphs of what they believe the legal argument why the town is required to have a referendum. A couple things to clear up. The newspaper said that Mr. Young represents the Island District Small Schools. He doesn't. He represents just 2 residents. And I tried to get a correction from the Post and Courier. It appeared in the electronic copy, but not in the written. This will be available to read if anybody wants to see the rest of it. But that's what we're going to discuss in executive session. We have 2 very regular lawyers who give us the reasons why the town not only should but can't initiate a referendum based on the defective petition that was given to us, and we're going to respond to this letter. Anything else? Ben or Larry? Jerry, or anything?
Well, just that, the question was asked before, why this meeting and why tonight, what the issues are before the meeting. I've forgotten who asked the question, and I'd like to respond to it. As Mike just pointed out, there is a legal issue before us. We've gotten a letter from an attorney representing 2 residents who signed a petition requesting a referendum. And so we're going to get legal advice tonight and consider how to respond to that letter in a legal way or in an appropriate way with good legal advice. The second thing is that we have a resolution that council, I believe, is going to consider next on the agenda that has to do with our support for the school. And I have to tell you that last week I was in Canada, and I was trying not to think about town council issues. I was trying to. I think my wife is outside. She can hear me. Okay, I have to apologize to her because I spent a lot of time on the phone on discussing really what is the most important issue that's come before town council since I've been on council and since I've been on the island. About 30-something years ago, I was chairman of the District 20 School Board downtown Charleston. Chokes me up to think about it, but there was Memminger at that time. There had never been a magnet school in Charleston. And our school board decided to make Memminger the first magnet school in Charleston County. And we got support from the county school board to do that. We started all over and built a new curriculum, hired different teachers. The College of Charleston designed the curricula, and we started what we thought was a fantastic elementary school. And after we had students come in as a magnet school from other districts, the county school board, under the superintendent at that time, decided and changed their mind. They didn't want to do a magnet school, and they tried to disenroll those students who came in from the other districts in the middle of school. And so we were faced, our little constituent school board with no authority was faced with the power of a county school board trying to kick out students in the middle of a school year. Well, we didn't let it happen then, and we're not going to let it happen now. Okay?
Discussion, anybody else?
Slow down. It
Takes more than emotion to stop it.
I want to say something about serving on council with the council members with me. I mean, we're not just supportive of this school. We're passionate about this school. We know, I know, this may be the most important thing we ever do. And it's not just this council that can do it, because you have the power. It's you, it's the people I'm looking at. I mean, this really is the most fun I've had since I've been on council. This is. I mean, this makes every tough decision, every tough meeting worthwhile. And I have to say and recognize Superintendent McGinley for being here and for standing up for our kids. You're doing a great job. And I know we all admire what you're doing, and hang in there. I know it's going to